Welcome back to our Bluesy Water channel. Today I'd like to answer some questions that I get frequently about Bluesy Water, and I just want to also go over the basic attributes of the product to start with, and then go over some of these frequently asked questions. So I'm going to go right to the website here. First of all, we have our What is Bluesy Water? And these are the 5 key therapeutic benefits. So number one, obviously it's very cost effective. You can treat 96 gallons at regular dosing in one bottle, which costs $36. So the major attributes of Bluesy Water is it's a heavy metal chemical detox product, which is typically referred to as chelation therapy. When you treat ordinary water with Bluesy Water, it converts to activated oxygen, so it's called activated oxygen therapy. It also will actually act as an antioxidant also. In other words, oxidation leaves a byproduct called oxidative stress, free radical damage, and Bluesy Water will actually help clean up the byproduct of its own burn, as you would refer to oxidation, or clean up the byproduct of its own oxidation. Think of oxidation as a fire burning wood, and antioxidants are helping to quell the soot and the ashes after the burn of the wood. So Bluesy Water has both activated oxygen and it puts out the embers of its own burn. It's also a amazing trace mineral therapy. Our free 80-page ebook, which is down here, talks about the enormous benefits of these minerals. So these are part of the metal chemical detox. They also literally feed the cells. These are critical trace minerals that are required by the body. And the 5th feature of this product is that it's called 4th stage water. Again, here's a link. Let's see, Gerald Pollack, start here. Gerald Pollack is an expert in structured water. If you want to learn more about that, click on this link. So 4th stage water is a more dense molecule. It essentially provides more hydration. It is an optimal state of water. So it has all these benefits in one bottle for an affordable price. So I want to go over some of the questions we get from people frequently, and one is, can I use Bluesy Water for coffee, for tea, for cooking, etc., etc.? And this is very simple. Once you treat at the ordinary dosage of a ½ teaspoon per gallon, that's assuming you're using clean water, you're converting your ordinary spring water or distilled water, whatever you're using as your source, into super high level drinking water. It can be used just as you would use any other water, spring water or distilled. So at normal dosing, you just are creating excellent water. You can use it for everything you would use water for: washing your face, now you don't want to use it for doing dishes, obviously, but for cooking, for tea, for coffee, you name it, baby bottle. So that's a pretty straightforward answer on that one. Another question we get is, how long will Bluesy Water last? And pretty much indefinitely if you store it under normal conditions. If you put it under extreme heat, you could compromise the product, but we're talking extreme. So I wouldn't stick it in the sun in Phoenix, Arizona on the windowsill. But if you keep it at room temperature, and you should do fine, and pretty much last indefinitely. Even if some contamination, let's say you opened it and you sat around for a year or two, if contamination got in the bottle, it actually would clean up the contamination. You might see byproduct. Now, another question we get is, sometimes I see strands in the water, stranding, and this is normal. It's called mineral stranding, and Bluesy Water has the minerals, and if you see the stranding, just shake the bottle and it breaks up the strands of minerals. And this is from the minerals in the Bluesy Water stranding together. Much kind of think of it like pulp in orange juice. So anyhow, if you just shake up the bottle, the stranding will disappear. Another question is, Okay, so this is an important one. Well, two more questions I have here that are pretty important. One question is, well, why should I do, and let's show you here, energy enzyme blend with the Blue Z water? Okay, so this is our companion detox product, and the answer is always the same. There's a lot of toxicity in the colon, especially when someone's starting on detox. There can be all kinds of parasites, microbes. There's a lot of putrefied matter in the colon. So energy enzyme blend will help sweep away the putrefied matter, number one. So it's more fibrous. Blue Z water is water, and it will grab up. If it goes in the colon, it will grab up chemicals and metals, and it will have the activated oxygen. But the colon can get really filthy. So this is adding a second dimension of extra benefit for colon detox. So another thing the energy enzyme blend does that Blue Z water won't do is it will actually kill physical tapeworms, parasites. Other than that, the second feature that Blue Z water really doesn't have is this is like a filter. So if it's in the colon, you have a bunch of garbage in the colon, actually soak it up like a filter and sweep things away, much like a fiber. So if you combine energy enzyme blend with a good fiber product like chia seeds or flax seeds, you're going to help move along the toxins. It also will help kill microbes, particularly bacteria, and it will kill parasites, and it's an additional chelation heavy metal chemical detox product. So if you have, let's say, a lot of toxins, heavy metals, let's say you've been eating a lot of garbage food and you got putrefied and post-putrefied matter, where you can Google that, putrefied matter, colon, post-putrefied matter. You can have a lot of garbage in the colon, including environmental toxins, and this will grab them up along with the water. So think of it as a double duty with extra features. So a 1-2 punch of energy enzyme blend and Blue Z water is excellent for global detox. And we highly recommend you start off, let's say, with 2 bottles of Blue Z water, 2 bottles of energy enzyme blend. We have sales. Look at our sales page. And until you get the colon really cleaned out, you want to stay with this on a regular daily basis, and then you can taper off and use as needed. But for some people, this could be years before they clean house, depending on how aggressive they get. We encourage you to go to our antimicrobial program on our YouTube channel, and please look at that playlist. That will accelerate and create a more effective detox. We always encourage you to use a vibration machine along with these products to help process toxins. Think of a washing machine. You don't just throw soap in it. You use an agitator. You actually engage the machine. Vibration machine is like an agitator on a washing machine, and Blue Z water and energy enzyme blend are like the soap, the detergent. These are the cleaning products. Now engage the agitator. Okay, another question, and this is an important one, is how do I actually do more aggressive detox with Blue Z water? So when you do the normal treating of a ½ teaspoon per gallon of water, it's a very low level, consistent detox. You want to start there. And you can use that water as your normal drinking water. That's what water is supposed to be, purifying, cleansing. So at that level, you're getting a true natural cleansing effect of what water should be if you're drinking ideal water. When you want to accelerate and start doing a therapeutic higher level detox, please read this, intensive dosing. So the key here is you're going to follow these instructions, and as you accelerate the dosage, you're going to check in with your body and see if you get excessive reaction. If you do, you back off. If you're getting moderate reaction, you can stay at the same dose or for a couple of days and see how it goes. But you want to test the waters, start low, and slowly increment up until the dosage is recommended in this write-up. So once again, you got to really check in. Now, if you're using a vibration machine and a rebounder, you can process the detox way more effectively. And again, if you look at our antimicrobial playlist on our YouTube channel. We have other recommendations that can help, particularly if you're really got a lot of toxicity. You cannot get rid of all the toxins in the body overnight. It takes time. It goes through layers. It's much like somebody brings in a ton of laundry and dumps it in your garage, and you can't just wash it in one load. So you go load by load by load, and you process every layer. So we highly recommend you read this. Again, start off slow, watch. See if you get a 0 reaction, you can go to the next level. If you start to get a reaction next level, stay there for 2, 3, 4 days. Then if you're steady out and you're starting to kind of get no more reaction, then you push it up to the next level. It's pretty common sense. Just don't push hard on trying to do this intensive detoxing, understanding that it's going to take time. Took years to build up the toxins. Alrighty, so that's pretty much, let's see, any other questions? The last question is, how much should I drink? How much treated Blue Z water should I drink? And we recommend trying to do at least a half a gallon a day. There are people who don't believe you should drink a lot of water. I mean, this is kind of up for debate. So I like to drink quite a bit of water. There's schools of thought to say drink a lot of water. I also drink the Brown's gas hydrogen water. So you're going to have to check in with your body. I would say at least 8 glasses a day. Some people drink a gallon a day. This is going to be personal. So from a detox point of view, the more you drink, the more you're going to assist yourself with detoxification. If you're into a more Ayurvedic approach, let's say, and you believe your body is, very water element to begin with, and obviously you're going to feel like you shouldn't drink as much, but you're going to have to determine this. This is a very individual choice, but the school of thought that says you should drink at least 64 ounces of water a day will go with that as a baseline, and then check in with yourself and decide if you need more or less. And one other question. The last question has to do with one of our videos, and people ask about using an inexpensive ozone machine. So we have that on our YouTube channel. Essentially, that helps boost the activated oxygen. It kind of intensifies the benefits of the Blue Z water. You can do intensive dosing, and you can also bubble this ozone into Blue Z water for 2 to 5 minutes, and that will also intensify its therapeutic value. It partially agitates the activated oxygen in the water, and it also adds the activated oxygen from the ozone. This is a secondary way of creating a sort of intensive dosing. So you can buy an inexpensive ozone machine from A to Z Ozone, the Aqua 7, I think it's called. It was the Aqua 6. They might still have that also. And they also have them on eBay. We also, and there's videos on this on our YouTube channel, recommend in our antimicrobial program purchasing a medical ozone system and doing literally systemic medical ozone. This, in conjunction with the Blue Z Boost, becomes a serious 1-2 punch for putting a ton of oxygen into the body. And this works, think of it as OxyCleanse in your washing machine. The high levels of oxygen are very purifying, particularly for microbes. For metals and chemicals, you definitely want to do the Blue Z water. Ozone does not get rid of heavy metals and chemicals. So you want to do the Blue Z water for that and the energy enzyme blend. Alrighty, so those are the basic questions. And if you have any further questions, you can always send us an email at andrew@bluezywater.com. Appreciate it. Thank you.